welcome to Lily the Foodie. I'm Lily and today I'm going to be talking to you about deconstructing the pomegranate. It's fall and this time of year everybody's really excited about pumpkins and squashes, but to be honest, it's the pomegranate that has my heart. It's great as a snack on its own or to enhance any other food that you're making, whether it's sprinkled on top of a salad, put inside of your ravioli, or even eaten with yogurt and granola for breakfast. So, problem with pomegranates is even though they're amazingly delicious, they're very messy fruit to eat. I don't know about you, but I hate opening up the pomegranate and one by one picking, and then by the time I'm done eating, I have little sprinkles of purple dots all over my clothes, my couch, my laptop keys. It's pretty messy and those stains can be very difficult to come out. So while there's dozens of videos on the internet of how to properly take apart a pomegranate so you can enjoy the ruby jewels that are inside, I'm going to show you one trick that I found to be fast, efficient, and zero mess. So what are you going to need? We're going to start off with needing some kind of bowl to fill up with water, put your pomegranate in, and do the work. You're going to need a colander, strainer, whatever you like to call it, so that once we're done, we can pour the seeds and water into here and strain them out, and a sharp knife, okay? That's all you're gonna need. So let's start. So once you've already washed your pomegranate and it's nice and clean, go ahead and place it in your large bowl and fill it with water. You want to get the water to be just above the pomegranate so that there's no opportunity for any juice to spurt out. That's pretty good. It's okay if you have a tiny bit hanging out. Next, you're going to take your knife and you're going to go ahead and make your first cut directly into the pomegranate, cutting it in half. See how when you make the first cut, it bleeds a little bit into the water? That's good because at least it's not squirting out all over your counter or your clothing. Okay, good. So you've made your cut. So now you've sliced your pomegranate in half. You have two parts. You have the juicy, delicious seeds that we're interested in, and then you have this very bitter, unappetizing white bit that we want to remove. Luckily, since it's underwater, the dense seeds are gonna drop to the bottom of the bowl, while this white part that we want to eliminate is going to float up top and will be easily skimmed out. So all you have to do is underwater, you're going to take your pomegranate in half and you're just going to break it apart with your fingers. And you're going to watch as these delicious seeds fall to the bottom and the white floats to the top. If you see any white on the bottom, that means they're pretty much attached to the seeds. And you want to do your best to take it apart so that it floats up and all you're left with on the bottom are the seeds without the white. So I'm going to go ahead and break it apart to show you how easy it is. And you're going to start seeing in a few seconds white parts floating to the top. All this white, all this seedless white is floating up top to make it easy to just grab it and take it out. We'll set it aside. So you're going to keep the fruit underwater, but just to demonstrate to you what I'm doing underwater in case you can't see it, all I'm doing is breaking it apart, letting the seeds fall out, and letting this white part float up to the top. So we're going to continue taking apart the seeds underneath the water. The second you pull it out of the water, you're putting yourself in your counter space at risk of getting splashed. So now you've finished pulling apart all the seeds from the shell and you have all this white bit as well as shell just floating up onto the top. It's very easy to just grab it and set it aside. You can even turn the bowl on its side and just help the white just kind of float out. Now you're noticing on the bottom you still have some white bits on the bottom, and the reason they're able to stay to the bottom is because they're attached to seeds. So again, that little bit that you've noticed now, go ahead and pull apart those seeds. We're all done. So we're going to grab the colander, pour the seeds into the colander to strain. If you happen to find an obvious big chunk of white, go ahead and grab it out. Now you have these beautiful, delicious seeds to snack on when you get home from work or when you wake up in the morning and you want to sprinkle a few onto your delicious yogurt granola. The color of these seeds is amazing. They're gorgeous and so crunchy and sweet. I love how when you crunch into it, all that juice kind of explodes in your mouth and overwhelms the taste buds. So what I'm gonna do, since I'm headed off to work, and I wanna save these for later, I'm gonna go ahead and grab a Tupperware and pour them in so I can store them in the refrigerator for later. A lot of people like to snack on popcorn or chips in front of the TV. These are way better and a lot healthier for you. I hope you enjoyed my video on how to deconstruct a pomegranate. Next time you're in the supermarket, make sure you pick a few of these delicious fruits up. And also, don't forget to bring your reusable grocery bags. We want to minimize our carbon footprint. I hope you enjoyed the first video of Lily the Foodie.